Good morning. So, trying something new today. I'm doing video. Yay! Okay, so I'm trying this new thing where I am going to show you behind the scenes of how I make some of my recipes. And I thought, why not start with one of the most popular recipes that I get requests for, which is matcha. I'm sure a lot of you have seen my blog posts already. Maybe you know my recipe, but I think a lot of people like to see the visuals of it. And it's kind of a routine to make. Like, you don't just like pour some hot water on it and call it a day. It's a huge part of my morning routine and ritual, and thought I would share it with you. So before we begin, I wanted to note that the way I make my matcha is not the traditional way. So matcha is a Japanese drink. And it is a very important part of like Japanese tea ceremonies, and there's many different ways to make it, but I'll include some links here on kind of like the background of matcha in Japanese culture and some of the more traditional ways to make it so you're familiar, and then I'll show you my way. So yeah, and then depending on how this goes and if it's not too embarrassing, which it might be because I'm not good at video, I'll do some more behind the scenes for you all. I wanted to take it to my paid subscribers because you're my VIPs. I feel like I'm filming a YouTube video right now. It's weird. But yeah, if there's any other type of dish that you want to see, like step by step how to make it on video, just let me know. Okay, here we go. So I would say the key to a top-notch matcha is ingredients. Most importantly, the type of matcha that you buy. So don't go and buy like a powder made with sugar and other ingredients. Go get a pure matcha tea powder. I'll link my favorites here, but I always get ceremonial grade. I find it to have the best taste. It's like the strongest and the brightest green. I like a Poto. You can also use Aya. Some people like Goldie or Gold or however you say it. I like to buy mine on Amazon. I just discovered that a Poto has this like 3.5 ounce bag that lasts so long. It makes it way more like budget conscious because matcha can be expensive, but I just like to get the good stuff because it tastes really good. So that's the first most important ingredient, get good matcha powder. Then I like to add oat milk. You could do almond milk, cashew milk, whatever. I like the creaminess of oat milk and the natural sweetness because sometimes I don't even sweeten my matcha. I tend to use Oatly, but this is fine too, whatever. We don't discriminate against brands, although I do love Oatly the best. Not sponsored. And then, so I'll usually do like a cup of water to half a cup of the oat milk. And if you're doing hot, you boil the water first to just below boiling. And if you're doing it cold, just use cold water, very easy. And then if you want some sweetener, matcha can be very bitter. People don't like it because of that, but you don't have to sweeten it. I like to use a little splash of maple syrup, but you can use a date or honey or whatever you feel like it, or don't. And then the like last optional ingredient I would say is collagen. I especially like to add it to my hot matchas because it makes it really frothy and you get that like latte thing. I do add to my ice sometimes, but it's very optional. I know the efficacy of collagen is debated. I still use it. But either way, it adds frothiness. So even if I'm not getting better skin or whatever from it, I use it sometimes. Okay, so now I'll show you how I do it, even though I just said in the other clip that I would. But now I am, for real. All right, let's do this. Really switching up the location in this video here. This is not my kitchen, I'm in a rental. So it's really beautiful. I know, I'm just taking advantage of it while I'm here. Got my blender. I already filled it up with water. Like I said, 1 cup. If you're doing hot, it should be, what I do is I bring the water to a boil and I let it cool a little bit because you don't want it to be super boiling or it'll like burn the matcha. So do that first, and also make sure you use a plastic blender cup, not a glass one, if you're using hot. So I've got my water, and then I'll do, oh no, where did my cup go? Here we go. Out of the frame. I do a 1/2 cup milk, and you can adjust those ratios. I mean, that's what I like, but maybe you want no milk. Maybe you want more milk. I've done it with like full 1.5 cups milk. It's really good and really creamy, but with the oat milk, it's just a lot to have every day. Okay, can you see this? I guess you can't really. That's definitely gonna fall, but we're gonna keep it there. So yeah, liquids first. So I've got water, milk, And then in terms of what you want to do for how much matcha, so I do 1.5 teaspoons. That's pretty caffeinated, but you could, I've done more, I've done 2, you could do 1. I found the sweet spot is 1.5, but like I said, figure out what you want in terms of caffeine. If you're drinking it for caffeine, 1 might not be enough, 2 might be too much. That's why I landed on 1.5. God, I'm really not that good at this. Please, I beg you, stick with me as I get better at these videos. Okay, so I'm gonna do about 1.5, right? That's close enough. I don't always measure with a teaspoon, sometimes I just eyeball it. All right, and then, okay, we'll just leave that there. I do like a scoop of collagen. Oh, this isn't even open. Guys. Should I redo this? I think you're supposed to be like fast when you do videos. Like TikTok is very fast paced and I'm not on there yet, so I'm learning. Maybe you guys appreciate it slow. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a mess. It's a disaster. Okay, here we go. 1 scoop. And I don't measure this. I think in my recipe I say maybe like a teaspoon or a 1/2 teaspoon. I just kind of go, that looks good. Works for me. And then you blend. Yes, I'm licking this off my finger. Oh yeah, I have this matcha whisk here to tell you. This is a matcha whisk. You can pour the water and matcha in a bowl and whisk it using this thing. I won't give the full directions for that because it's just a different style of doing it. But yeah, just wanted to show it to you. Okay, so now you blend. Where's the top to this? Oh, I think I need to redo this, honestly. It's terrible. Can't you do it? Oh, there was a power button. This isn't my blender, in case you don't know. I have a different blender, it's in storage. You don't care, okay. You just wanna see the end of this, I get it. Okay, so I've got my ice in my glass ready to go. If you're doing hot, you obviously don't need that. Remove it. And I will hold it up so you can see it because this part is really satisfying. Yay! And look how green it is. It's because the Apoto is so great. Okay, I don't know. I think it's time to end this morning with me here. This behind the scenes. I can't say it's the best behind the scenes you've ever seen, but hopefully you can make a killer matcha from it. And I promise I will get better at this. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of this newsletter. I don't know what else to say other than have a great day.